For a moment, no one moves. Ricky looks down at my ringing phone, then back up at me. Ethan mutters something and puts his head in his hands.
No way.
Ricky jumps up.
No freaking way. Abby is don't call this girl?
When neither Ethan nor I deny it, Ricky throws his hands in the air.
So you've both been lying to me all night.
I stand up and reach for him. It was my idea. I thought it would be best if you didn't know. Ethan stands up too. The tension in the room multiplies.
I agreed to it. It's both our faults.
Yeah, you got that right. What do you take me for?
My heart pounds in my chest. Ricky.
Screw it. I don't have to deal with this.
He storms out of the room, and after I take one more glance at Ethan, I follow him. Ricky, wait. I'm able to stop his bedroom door just before he closes it.
Go away! There's nothing else to say here.
Yes, there is. I shove my way inside and force myself to look him in the eye. Ricky, I'm so sorry. Before tonight, I had no idea Ethan was your roommate, and when I saw him, I panicked. I thought that pretending was the right thing to do. Ricky crosses his arms, seemingly waiting for something. So I go on. We did hook up last month, and yes, I told him not to call me, because he's a frat guy, and I don't date frat guys. Tonight was the first time I've seen or talked to him since that night. Ricky sighs and walks to his bed. He runs his hands through his hair, as if he's still sorting the whole thing through.
He's been talking about you all month. He really liked you.
Ricky looks up at me, and his eyes are resigned.
He still likes you.
I look away. I don't know what to say to that.
Tell me this, Abby. If Ethan wasn't a frat guy, would you have restricted him to just one night?
I want to lie, but there's been enough of that for one night. No. He closes his eyes at my answer.
Well, we obviously shouldn't be together.
I feel my face tighten with shame.
Don't look at me like that. Seriously, this is probably for the best anyway. I can tell you don't like me.
My mouth drops open. I like you. He gives me a wry smile.
I know you think I'm nice.
He shrugs.
And I think that about you. But I know what chemistry feels like, and there's no spark between us. I mean, besides theater, we don't really have anything in common.
I look down. It's true. The two of us don't fit. He's only saying what I've been thinking all night, but it still doesn't undo the lie that Ethan and I told. Yeah, you're right, but I'm still sorry about lying, and I know Ethan is too. You didn't deserve that from either of us. Ricky nods. There's an awkward silence. And it doesn't feel like there's much else to say, so I start backing toward the door. I guess I'll go. I turn back toward him. Friends? He chuckles good-naturedly.
Definitely. Friends.
I'm just about to leave, but he stops me.
Oh, and Abby?
Yeah?
Ethan is a great guy. He's the best guy I know. You should give him a chance.
I stare at Ricky for a moment, then quietly close the door behind me. When I walk back into the living room, Ethan is there pacing.
He hates me, doesn't he? God, I knew this was a bad idea.
I sigh. He doesn't hate you, and he doesn't hate me either. In fact, we've decided to be friends. Ethan stops pacing.
Friends?
I nod, shuffling my feet. It's for the best, and not just because of you and me. It wouldn't have worked out with Ricky. He and I both recognize that. Ethan takes a deep breath.
Abby.
I owe you an apology, too. He rears back.
For what?
For stereotyping you, as you said. It wasn't fair. But I figured it wouldn't bother you. I was offering you one night. I didn't think you'd be interested in more. Ethan comes to stand right in front of me. He lifts my chin with a finger.
I was interested in more the second I saw you.
Blood rushes through my veins. But he places a finger on my lips, just as I did to him on the night we met.
Ricky was right. I've been thinking about you all month. The chemistry between us was...
He pulls me flush against him, and that same sizzle pop sensation happens all over my skin.
is undeniable.
I nod. It's all I'm able to do.
I want more than one night. But the question is, do you? Even though I'm a frat guy?
I close my eyes for a second and blow out a breath. With it, I get rid of my insecurities. Ethan's what I want. I also knew it the second I saw him, and he's worth the risk. So I stand on my tiptoes to whisper in his ear. That night with you was the most electrifying experience I've ever had. I hear him suck in a breath. Instead of answering his question, I grab his phone and press a few buttons. I delete a few words and type some new ones. When I hand it back and he looks at the screen, he smiles. "Don't call this girl" is gone.
Abby.
And my name is the last word on his lips before he steals my breath with a heart-wrenching kiss.